Let's hope our luck gets a little bit better from here on out. That was... Ugh. That was terrible. To the re-sign phase. Let's see how I managed to screw it up this year. So goalies. Bayer, last year's AHL goalie of the year. He was awesome. It's good. We're going to have to make a decision on money, right? So Hodgson only wants $3 million. We have $60 million in space. There's Vinny, Kubish, and an Ashton needs to be signed. Defensively, Bear Piper. Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go. Bear Piper is going to need a contract. $11 million. $11 million. Alan Sigalet, $12 million. Steve Robertson, almost $7 million. This money is going to go fast. On the wing, Landeskog, $3 million. Bodens, $7 million. God. Gabriel Holt, $9 million. All right. Well, we're going to play this pretty smart and pretty safe, if we can. How much does Hedberg want? $8 million? Yeah. Okay. So, how much does Vinny want? 1.2, which is just above. Actually, wow, league min is still 825. So I cannot prioritize Vinny because Bayer is the man. How much does Kubish want? Also wants 1.2. So yeah, Kubish is gone. He is gone. There's just no way I can afford to bring in an AHL goalie on 1.2 million. He was phenomenal in the AHL, but man, 1.2 million for an AHL level goalie when again league min is currently 825. There's just no way. So we're gonna sign Ashton to his ELC. And I probably will have to qualify Amrit Hodgson, although, you know, he stepped up in the playoffs. Wasn't that great otherwise. It's going to be a weird goalie setup next year. Then there's Sean Gorin, who's never going to develop, but he could probably be a 1-2 punch with Ashton in the AHL. Okay, so I think we got it. Muted, take it easy, by the way. We're going to let go of Vaclav Kubish. 7th rounder, 2025. He's just not going to make it from here on out. We're going to sign Gorin to his ELC. He'll run the AHL with Ashton. And Bayer will be with Amrit Hodgson. We're going to let go of Emil Vinny, 3rd rounder, 10 years ago in 2024. But, yeah, we're not going to sign to that money. So those will be our 4 goalies. Maybe I should actually start to draft more goaltenders from the looks of it. Defensively, no doubt we have to sign Bear Piper. We have to. Same for Sigalet. We can still qualify Cheng and Fowler. We can qualify Heinrich, who I believe was a medium elite and is now a low elite, so that's a little bit scary. And we'll see what else we really have there. And on the right, we will probably qualify the RFAs, but not a guarantee. We'll qualify Rintoul. Hold on to him. Harding as well. And then centers, certainly Hedberg, Summers, and Reed are all sticking around. All right, so back to the defense. Bear Piper. Gonna go $11 million for 1 year. Holy shit. And Alan Sigalet, 12.25 for 1 year. Steve Robertson, I'd also prefer not to lose. That's, oh God, 7-3 or 6-3 for a year. Jesus. So presumably, yeah, you need 18. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 17, 18. So Heinrich is our first AHL level defenseman. Potentially. It's 1, 2. Oh boy. We re-signed Day. Even Day wants too much money. Jesus, get the hell out of here. Wilson Day. 3rd rounder in 2026. Way too expensive for a random depth AHLer. So we'll keep Granato at a necessity. I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to start drafting defenders and goalies again. We'll sign Gallagher. We'll probably have to sign Clutterbuck and Sokolov as well and just rush them to the AHL, even though they're both overagers, so whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should be okay. Defensively. Forwards. God, it's still going to be expensive. Ty Bodens can't leave. He can't. So we'll go 7.5 for a year. Can't really afford to lose Holt, but holy shit, that's a lot of money. Sigalet, Piper. Spam through that. I think we got most of our players. So we'll check in about Hodgson. Piper and company all signed. That's looking good. Only 23 million left in space. Holy shit. And most of that money is going to have to go to Holt. Okay. Okay. I can't afford to lose Holt. He has to be top priority. We'll see if 9 million's enough to do it. And then a whole bunch of forwards. We'll sign Martinez so we don't lose him. It's the realm of pain. Yeah, it's a good way to put it. Johnny Staubitz at least has some abilities. Double checking like who are the dudes that I really can't afford to lose. Sim another day, Staubitz, Martinez. Holt did resign. So that's good. Got that going for us. God. Yeah, and I still have to re-sign our RFAs. That's the problem. So I don't think we're going to be able to get this to work in our favor, but I'm going to try. So let's just qualify the other RFAs to keep enough depth on the roster. Then UFA-wise, I mean, 3 million for Landeskog is a lot. I think I got to prioritize the RFAs over these UFAs. The problem is, obviously, if we wait out the RFAs, we'll have more money. You know, the price should go down. Yeah, I mean, just Rintoul and Crash, I haven't, and I have no desire to, based off of that name. Hedberg, Rintoul, Summers. I think we have to let go of Landeskog, Barlow, Dominguez, and Russo. They are just not going to be worth the money. Yeah, 3 million for Landeskog. Just, it was a fourth liner for us. He was a pretty good fourth liner at 34 points, but I can't justify spending 3 million on him for 34 points. Can't do it. Barlow, 6th rounder. 29 points on the fourth line last year, 1 point in the playoffs. He wants 2.5. And Dominguez was a 6th rounder, 24 points on the fourth line last year, 1.8. And then Russo's an AHLer who wants 400K over league min. So yeah, we're going to let go of those 4. Fourth line will take a little bit of a hit. Try and keep the stars on the team and happy, but weird spot to be in. Weird spot to be in. All right, coaching staff. Did we lose anybody important? Not really. I do have an assistant spot. There's no A-grade coach. Line A is not an amazing coach. Is that Anze Kopitar? It is Anze Kopitar as a B. Could try to train him up. Yeah, line is only a C. Like Doughty's out there, Carlson, Ben, but yeah, none of them are amazing, unfortunately. Let's see if we can go for this guy. Muhammad Hickey. 67 years old. He will be a short-term solution, but we are going to go for Mo Hickey. And let's see. We need to get some AHL scouts. Just scouts in general. Get 4 spots, so that's perfect. All right, RFAs. Hopefully we can make this work. Hopefully. Got all 4 of those scouts. Perfect. I think those are the ones that left. Hickey goes to Minnesota. Sweet rejection. Boma. Who are we kidding, Xavier? You were always my first choice. Always. I'm not coming crawling back to you. Begging. No, you were always my first choice. Please sign the contract. Please, God, sign the contract. Please. Hey, there we go. See? All right. Summers accepts the qualifying offer. So does Heinrich, Brule, Harding, Sundqvist, Holloway. Basically everybody now except our top dog. Is he the last one? 12 million in space. We still have Hedberg, Cheng, Rintoul, and Fowler. Hodgson as well. But almost 13 million in space. 12.6 to be precise. That should be enough. And Hedberg accepts a qualifying offer. As long as that qualifying offer wasn't absurd, we should be okay. Should be. Fowler signs, Rintoul. I think we're going to make it. I imagine our cap space, there's Cheng. I imagine our cap space is pretty low now. I think Hodgson was the last guy. He is 6.7 million. Let's re-sign Amrit Hodgson for the year. And I think we survived. I mean, we lost the likes of Landeskog, but that's not that bad. So let's see. What the hell is this team going to be? It's going to be Hodgson and Beyer at the NHL level. Unless we want to give him one more season at the AHL level. And just randomly go for like Sean Gorin. I think we have Spencer Beyer get some NHL backup experience. I think we do. And Hodgson's the guy. Defensively. Oh, fuck. Gudis and Heinrich got better. Oh, my God. Okay, how the hell is this going to work? I don't even know. How the hell is this going to work? You notice, too, we're still not getting development out of Hedberg. He's capped out at like an 83. We are just lacking that elite level forward. Oh, my God. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 74 overall is the cap. Not mistaken. They're up to 20. We can get rid of the 274s. I always forget the fucking counter. But all right. If that is the way to do it, shout out. I forgot to move those alerts back. Ghosty, thank you for the follow, though. Appreciate you. Forgot to move the alerts back after Yield charity event in December. Thank you for the reminder, though. All right. The best lines, just so it doesn't crash. Oh, God. Okay. Coaching staff might be a problem. Okay. Jesus, Marian Hossa. God. I mean, Duncan is a great coach, but we do have quite a few A-pluses that can make this work. Ox, take it easy, buddy. All right, so we are going to demote Bowman to the AHL. NHL-wise, it's almost all A-pluses across the board with 1 A-. Nichols is the same way. So in theory, it's got to be Nichols or Duncan as the head coach of the team. It's got to be. We will see. We're going to set up our alliance as best we can, and then see kind of what the best fit for the team is. So if we did want to go for the best defense possible, I don't want Sigalet on defense because of his lack of abilities. Same with Gudis. Got the Guy Blouin, who has made this team. So we got Summers as a forward, Gudis there. Heinrich has made this team. I don't know who the head coach of the team is going to be yet. Chang at 24 isn't going to get much better. Probably have Heinrich as a forward because of playing time. Tight spot. What's up, buddy? So move Sigalet out.
Oh, good for you!
To Cam as well. Thank you for the follow. Oh my god, this team's a mess. This team is a mess. Let's have Steve Robertson be the guy who switches over to the defensive side one more time because of that X factor. So looking at the team, we're not as worried about Andrechuk. Getting Heinrich and Gudis into a better spot would be nice. This is actually going to be really tough. And maybe Chang at 24, just have him on that fourth line and be able to bump up other people. Sigalet's not going to get any better. Holt's not going to get any better. Bowden's isn't going to, Bowden's, whatever, isn't going to get much better. Summers at 24 isn't going to get any better either. He's pretty much capped out. So, where's the better shot? Have Blue at center. 69 faceoffs for a center. You'll love to see it. Go Holt, Summers, Sigalet. Rintoul, 80 faceoffs, 84 for Hedberg. I don't quite know if I can get this to work out the way I need it to. Oh boy. Right. Samoro Piper. Oh man. There'll be a couple of different ways to work the defense if need be. Let's see how we can get this team looking with that other head coach. So let's move Duncan into an assistant role, Nichols into that head coaching spot. All right. Okay, well, we have our answer then. Nichols is the head coach. We don't get any positives, really, but we also don't get any negatives. And that is pretty crucial. Honestly, you could argue Bowden's over Rintoul, but it doesn't quite work out that way. Get a +5 there. Carlson with Fowler. That way we have one really good defense on every line. One really good defense on every line. Proper English. I English well. I guess that's going to be the way to do it. I'm not feeling amazing about that, but okay, that's a little bit better. Can't quite pull away the +5s that we could before. But Morrow with Sutter, Carlson with Piper, Robertson with Fowler. Not bad. We can make it work. It's not the prettiest. It's not the prettiest, but I think we kind of have our way to go here. In terms of a PK-related coach, we're actually going to call Boma back up. And then for the AHL, easily Vigilante as the head coach. He's amazing. And yeah, we just need a goalie coach there. So God. As I look at this team, I just don't quite know if we're going to reach the heights that we would like a Draft of Glory team to reach. I don't know if we are. I'd like to think it's possible, but the more I start to look at these teams, I get a little bit nervous that that's not going to happen. You know? A little bit. All right. Extra Liga Ice. We got Extra Liga, we got Ice, we need NLA, and we need the DEL. Cam, it's another Goon squad, so grinders, power forwards, enforcers, DFDs, the likes. All I gotta do is bowl leave. Yeah, no shit. No shit. So, okay, I think, again, the NHL roster's set. We're really banking, again, on the likes of Max Heinrich and Richard Gudis to develop very similarly to how Alan Sigalet did. I'm a bit worried about running Sigalet on the third line. Again, we had someone great like Jaden Summers who we tried to rush to the show, and it didn't quite work. The defense still looks very, very strong. Goaltending isn't brutal. And then the AHL, and we have Ashton and Gorin, two medium elite goalies. Clutterbuck is in. Larry Nichols is not ours. Do we have another defender? We apparently don't. Are any of these forwards ours? Martinez. Otakainen's not. All right, let's get Martinez in on defense. We will do what we can about that defense. And that's about what we can do. So we are going to have a -3. I mean, Martinez is a 20-year-old low 6, so you could argue swap him out for somebody. Do we have anybody else that actually kind of sort of has potential? At this point, the old guard needs to be on the lower lines. And we'll pick the best of the rest. Riopel, low elite 1972 overall. He is our best hope for anything at this point. Paulie, what's up? All right, well, that's our top line. Ham, Hughes, Staubitz, and Riopel. The best we can do. And then the second line, Harding, Dolak, Hardigan. Works for me. And within the bottom 6, it showed Pensick at 23 and at 22, so I don't know what the fuck to believe. So we'll just bump him up in line then, and that seems to work. All right. So far, these +1s aren't that bad. Can get... There we go. So we'll go Sundqvist, Holloway, and Reed. And Brule, Franzen, and Harding on the fourth line, which... Again, it's just pure desperation to try to get some damn player development. It's a shame Maurice Brule just never improved. Paulie, yes, it is. And yeah, defense, just is what it is. So this is probably going to be the worst version of the Butte Bruisers in quite a while. And it might be the worst version of our main roster in quite a while. I don't know what to make of this. I really don't. But what I do know is I think it's going to be time for a change in captaincy. Just going to double check. That's right, with morale off, I don't have to worry about it too much. Honestly, having morale off might have screwed us. It might have been more beneficial to have it on. But it's time for a leadership change with this club. We're going to go for Hedberg as our captain, with Piper and Morrow getting the letters. So Morrow gets Blake Wheelered, hopefully minus the ruptured testicle. Am I allowed to say that on Twitch and YouTube? Hopefully. Might get me DMCA'd or some shit. Like, hey, we at Lionsgate Entertainment own the right to the word ruptured testicle. I don't fucking know. You know how the world works now. I hope we do well this next season.